honestly could call home almost. They're that good on it.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. Like, they started out, this is the map they made their name on way back in 2015 with Kaboom, or at least some of the players on the team. Obviously, there's been many roster change assists, and actually only Fallen and Fur remain from that original lineup days. But then they kind of had a little bit of a dip with the last few games with FNX, but now with Phelps, they have been very strong, and they're wasting no time getting into this A-bomb side in the fist round.
Taco's going to push into CT as the frags start to come out all across the map. LG are able to trade effectively so far, but Taco's going to do his best. Fallen's going to push in as we just have a brawl towards CT. Cold gets the bomb planted now in a 1v3. It's planted default. He has to take care of these three players. He finds 1v1. They can't win the second, and Shiz will shut him down. A quick round as the defuse will come through. LG will pick up the pistol, similar to Cash. We'll see if they can transition 3.
It's one of those things where if you try to do a heavy A push as a terrorist on Mirage, it's really hard to find a safe way to plant the bomb unless you're controlling something, whether it be pushing CT spawn or somehow pushing out into jungle and connector and making sure you can get the bomb down. And so basically all LG did was just sit back and CT spawn and say, like, okay, you have to control this if you ever want to plant safely, because we can just keep jiggle peeking you and preventing you from ever planting the bomb. And they won all those fights basically through CT spawn, or a lot of them at least. So now they have a nice, comfortable buy in this round. Of course, SK did get the plant. And instead of saving until third, they're just going really heavy-handed in this round. Fur already pressing through window room, gets a pick. Good kills though from the rest of Luminosity.
Yell's going to try to challenge Fallen. With his Tech 9, it's going to come close. As Fur is going to strike again from connector, back into it. An even man across the board, 2v2. The bomb will get picked up, connector, and fall back towards mid as there's a minute 20 on the clock. Taco, I think they know he's here. The way Yell's peeking this, he had a good idea. Yeah, he knew he was under balcony, but not quite that close. Yell comes out on top regardless. As Shiz with an M4 just going to sit and spawn. Fur has bomb. And they know bomb's gone, but I think LG are just going to stick around.
Yeah, I thought Fur might hightail it to B, because he knew that one was obviously a ramp that killed Taco, so he had that information. But he's actually trying to do something even crazier. Like, he's actually mind gamed Luminosity hard, because now they think, oh, it is B, and they want to stick together, make sure they don't give Fur 1v1s. So they actually both back off together towards B, which I like the fact they're sticking together. But unfortunately for them, Fur kind of juked him. And now he's actually going to be taking that bomb to the A-bomb side. He's not sure it's entirely clear, though, himself. So he has to kind of take his time. And he could easily just get peeked at any time from CT spawn or something when he starts going for this plant. So he has to be cautious. He's actually clearing everything out right now, making sure no one's holding a close angle somewhere, making sure he can get this bomb down as safely as possible. And so he will go ahead and work on getting the plant. And now Luminosity will know what's going on. They will gather back up and try to trade in together. But now Fur has planted in a spot that can make it very difficult, actually, for Luminosity to figure out where he's actually playing from. Like, he could be jungle for all they know with a plant like this.
Yeah. It looks like he's just going to sit here. They do have a molly, though, and Shiz to clear him out. We'll see if that gets used. Smoke on bombs what comes out first, and they're looking towards a ramp. Fur's going to play this well. Here's Shiz jumping, and he knows the other one's on the bomb. Can he win the first engagement? Transitions to spray to clean up. Yell, Tech 9 out, and Fur gets it. So immediately, Fur with a 4K brings it back as SK Gaming. What a round from them, as that force buy will pay off.
Yeah, again, they had the first round bomb plan that gives you the option to save second and just buy AK's third round, but they go for the buy right then and there, and Fur just has an incredible round. Like, he just runs through jungle, he gets a kill in window room, he jumps down, he gets the kill in connector, he picks up a UMP, and then he just plays out the 1v2 just so well, just kind of mind games Luminosity, makes them guess where it's coming from, and then just, you know, gets a good plant, gets in a good position. And despite the fact that LG go for like the smoke diffuse, he catches that guy. He's able to spam his way through. And so just really well done by Fur. Again, just so aggressive on this map. Really good at moving all the way around. He is, in fact, going to, again, kind of start leading the charge of getting control of connector. As his SK default round, basically. But just getting a connector very quickly is Fur.
Ooh. Phelps trying to challenge Showtime. Gets punished for it. Showtime. Two huge deeds to shut down the mid-pressure. Fur gets up connector to find the player in window room, but now he's kind of stuck himself. He doesn't want to push into CT, thinking someone from B could be there. So now he's stuck on 23 HP in window, and Showtime's going to pick up a third. Huge round for him to start this off. And he still has a flash in positioning to make this work. Fallen's about to come around the corner. Can Showtime find another one? It's not going to be the case. So SK at least bring it back to just a one-man deficit, but Showtime has just lifted his weight in gold, essentially.
Yeah, I mean, really well done by Showtime. He's really, you know, just put LG way out in front in this round, and that means SK have to climb back into it with some miraculous play from now just Taco as Shiz puts the Deagle to work against Fallen. Taco tries to ease his way in, but so much he has to worry about, and he's going to get cleared out by Destiny right away. So again, just great Deagle work from Showtime early on in the round. Gets 3 kills, big individual effort. And so now we had that scrappy start to the game. No one's able to streak rounds together just yet. A lot of force buying going on from both sides. But it looks like SK will finally... Oh, no, they're not going to concede.
Wow.
Actually picks up an AK. Head armor coming on everyone. So yeah, this is just going to be an economic game of chicken, basically.
I mean, I guess when you're feeling as confident, being one of the best teams in the world, these force buys are nothing to you almost in this situation. It's your map, you still have another map to fall back on, so they'll go for the 1 AK on Fur. Pistols for the rest of them. It looks like SK are just going to settle in their default, apply pressure across the map to keep LG honest. Smoke towards ramp, minute 25. So no one really taking any leaps and bounds anywhere to gain any part of the map. As that smoke's going to bait out a Molotov coming out from LG. And Shiz is going to stick back bench, but the flank coming in from Yell is just going to shut this down. He'll know it's a fake immediately. He gets one and just falls. LG rotating back to A now as Phelps gets out towards mid. And he's in a weird spot.
Looks like SK is just starting to kind of swarm over here towards the A and connector side. They've already pushed up connector. They have control of jungle. Phelps is in window room. So they have a lot of real estate on their side. A lot of different ways to cut off rotations. All they really have to worry about is CT spawn.
For Destiny goes back actually on 20 HP. Bomb's going to get planted. Backside triple for Phelps. The spam's not quite going to land. So for the AKs, interestingly enough, the one to plant the bomb, they don't send the SMG. So for now, it's a stay triple, and that's the AK down. So Destiny will take him down. Going to be playing from ticket booth. He has 2 other members here to help him make this retake a reality. The bomb is planned for the SK members. As Fallen's going to wide swing first, try to catch these players while crossing. But he has so much to look at. Fallen playing lights out as he finds BKL. Taco finds one. Bomb gets tapped, and Taco can just play the bait game as Showtime's left alone, and Taco's Deagle will say hello. Showtime's not the only one who can find the Deagle shots.
Yeah, it's like one of the crazy things is like Phelps' uncanny ability to get in window room a lot. Like they like to boost him up there a lot, or he finds different ways to get there himself. It's always something you have to kind of keep your eye on. And Fur is basically the same way. Like he's always going to be sneaky in connector. So you just have to worry about so much stuff from SK with the lineup that they have right now, as far as how they can control middle. That's a great way to kick things off to contesting it though, as PKL just finds a nasty 1D on the Coldzera. Has to back off, and SK will still take mid control. They have to play from a man down. Tries to work his way up connector to see if he can't even the odds a little bit here, but does find PKL.
Take him down. Yell with the only M4 bought up for LG is playing towards stair side. As at least SK will bring it back. Showtime about to challenge Catwalk. That'll be spell doom for him as Yell's gonna pounce. The M4 is known. He gets one. Good double kill coming in from Yell. It leaves it all on Fur. He's done a 1v2 before with less. So he has an M4. And he's gonna get pushed from Shiz. Pete comes through. Shiz shuts it down. So we may see another force buy from SK. It's kind of been extremely back and forth as LG will keep 2 rifles alive for this buy. And SK, I mean, they might go for double AKs here. It's really up in the air.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy just like how the Deagles have been able to go to work for Luminosity to like keep stealing rounds away from SK. And now, like you said, SK are going to be back into another force buy position, and still no one put together 2 rounds yet. You know, we're 5 rounds in. We're in the 6th round. We still have yet to really see who's actually going to kind of take control of this half and start taking rounds together and start forcing their opponent to tap out and take a save. As SK are going to shift into a very heavy B apartment setup right now. Taco lurking over here at middle, but everyone else looking to explode on these apartments. So Shiz going to be tested, that's for sure. As soon as the smoke fades, SK are going to be looking to pour in, and here come the flashes.
As soon as Shiz spots a player, Showtime whips the molly to separate these T's, and Showtime just has a spray down as he's able to find 2. And now Fallen's going to look for Showtime towards get right, but Showtime's having none of it, and the bomb flies out magically like a magic carpet ride as it falls out window. Leaves it all on Fur in a 1v3. A minute 5, he has to find both players on site and pick up the bomb. It's a lot for Fur, but if anyone can do it, it's him. He's been the clutch master so far this game when it's come down to it. As he still has plenty of time to work with. No utility, 82 HP. This PKL just going to take his head clean off with FAMAS. LG A great jump peek coming in to get the molly from Showtime.
So finally, Luminosity are able to get a second round in a row on the board, and this might finally force SK to take a save. And that is indeed going to be the case. You do see a couple of upgraded pistols being bought, a couple of P250s being put into play. We do have one smoke and one flash, but no armor. And not a whole lot of pistol work. So it's really going to come down to just trying to explode out of the apartment, see if they can't get a pick with these P250s and try to get a bomb plant.
Destiny's about to have his hands full. Tries to control the spray, but it gets away from him. That's an AK given up to Taco. And man, you don't want to have a rifle. So he's going to go down, though, and Fur will fall swiftly. So no bomb plant for SK, although they get to the opening pick and get to sight. BKL will just get the mop out and clean up 4 members. 5-2. As LG, well, they string some rounds together for the first time. It's been a while. They get 3 in a row.
Yeah, but now SK are going to finally be back onto a basically full buy. They still don't have an AWP in Fallen's hands. And so that's kind of one tool they don't have, but they still have so much else. I mean, Fallen's probably going to be doing some B apartments play, is what he's been doing a lot of the time when he doesn't have an AWP. But no, he's actually going to come out middle this time. It's going to be Fur kind of taking his spot to come underpass. They basically won't have any B apartments presence. It's going to be Fur just really focusing on playing underpass and trying to work into connector. Yell's going to step out into him, though, so that's a free pick for Fur. He's very happy with that. Thank you. What he is saying.
Very content. And so he's just going to work back up. This is the play he said he's very good at, sneaking his way out. He just comes through the smoke and says hello to Destiny, and immediately exits stage left. As Phelps is getting ready to either A, jump in window, or B, hold for catwalk. Showtime. He wants to swing for info and find a frag. SK have a man advantage. He'll spot. Oh, he doesn't spot Phelps' thighs there. He's not thick enough. So Phelps is able to just sit there and have safe passage for now.
Yeah, we're going to see that shift from SK over towards the A side of the map. We already have Taco, who always plays over here at Ramp Fur, going to work his way into Palace as Phelps kind of holds. What? Okay. That was so weird.
He blended
You could tell that Phelps was just watching window, and eventually he wanted to jump into it, but just, I don't know how he was so exposed to connector.
Jeez.
It was so weird.
The T model may be blending in on the wall. That's crazy. As BKL now has to be a little concerned about connector. If that got through by, then maybe there's another player. So he's going to flash for himself. Taco's going to get boosted towards stairs. PKL has an angle for this, but Taco should get the peek first, and he actually finds Showtime in CT as they will trade out. Fallen trying to cross the site, but PKL is just playing the lights out at this point. 3K for him. Fur makes the executive decision to just come through the smoke. An appropriate molly will keep PKL at bay, but there's 7 seconds. He has to grab the bomb, and not today. Shiz says no. PKL gonna go check the spot to make sure he's not crazy.
Yeah, that was definitely weird. I mean, he was sitting up there for a good while. And again, I'm just surprised he exposed himself to connector for so long. That's an easy kill for PKL at that point. Again, he was just really holding that window angle. Likes to jump in there, but never going to get the chance in that round. As SK are actually falling quite behind now. They've won the last 4, lost last 4 rounds in a row. You're really seeing Luminosity pick things up now. I mean, they're getting a pretty good team effort. That's a nice 1D from Cold, though, on the PKL to open up this round. So maybe something going to get upset in all of this.
And Fallen Scout finds one of the world's best scouters. So he's got 1 frag under his belt. The bomb's left top mid. As Fur's just going to play underneath connector. Nothing too crazy coming out from SK. They get the opening frags and just wait. They have no problems putting it in park and just hanging out in their new Subaru Impreza. As Fur's going to slowly work his way up towards connector. Phelps is holding for the B push. As SK dwindle down the clock, but also make LG sweat a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, Fur's, again, already pushed well into the A side, actually. Already done a lot of work here with Fallen and Cold's area to find picks, particularly Cold's 1D get middle. It's been huge. Now they're going to start swarming A, and look at Fur just waxing Shiz there with the Tech 9. So now they have full control of the A bomb site. They have presence in window room as well. It's going to be so hard for LG to play themselves back into it, but a really good kill, actually, from Yell with the op and CT spawn. The bomb will still get planted, however, and Phelps could backstab. He has a huge threat to get behind Yell and CT spawn if he moves quick enough.
And pushes the triple, wins that initial engagement somehow. Fur will go down. Showtime gonna continue to try to fight from triple. A good nade will drop Phelps to 40. Fallen with the scout gets the first, looking for another one instead. It's gonna be Phelps from connector to clean up the round. SK, although it was a half buy, they still get it done.
Yeah, their mid control is so fast and explosive, and they're getting up connector at rapid pace. And it certainly helped that, you know, Cold and Fallen are finding picks early on in the round that give them a man advantage. But just the speed at which SK are hitting them up middle, I think, is just really hard for Luminosity to deal with. In fact, the only time they've really dealt with it is when someone's made like a big play with a deagle out in middle and some of these like eco rounds they had early in the half. But on a consistent basis, they're not really handling this well. As again, SK looking to just quickly work up connector, no hesitation, gonna come through the smoke. Yell doing a great job hiding inside of it though. Gonna be able to get both those kills actually. Well done.
Avoids the flash and finds the frags. Fallen gets out a ramp. Spots Destiny, get a molly, but Destiny threw a flash preemptively so he could peek. But he actually solo peeks because he blinded his teammate. That was PKL. As Phelps, well, they know he's here, but he's still able to get away with a frag and with his life. He's got a molly behind him so they can safely get to site. Shiz with a quick rotation in towards CT. As SK, again, just slow it down when they feel pressure coming from behind. Showtime's going to try to work up connector. But SK are just holding these peaks. Somehow Shiz doesn't hit that shot on the player's stairs. That's going to make Fallen reconsider what he's up to. Another trade towards mid. Shiz with the op. Look at this heads-up play from Phelps to crouch that whole way through. Just in case Shiz had the height advantage, he could look down in towards connector. So 40 seconds for Phelps to get this done. Shiz with an op and no utility. Phelps with just a flash and a 3K on the hunt for the fourth.
He's actually working his way into B. Looks like Shiz might actually make it there in time to get the AWP and mark it and watch the window cross. But instead, he's actually going to come out of middle and like take a peek there and actually jump up on the catwalk. So good maneuverability, saves him a lot of time. Doesn't have to walk around. I don't know if Phelps would have heard any of this jumping around on catwalk. Probably not. But Shiz definitely hears Phelps coming in. And Phelps will get the plan. Oh, he's so open, the Shiz, but Shiz isn't peeking.
Jeez.
Does Shiz not realize he got into the site already? I guess not. He was peeking window still. Now the jig is up, though.
Shiz is slowly going to work his way back in. Phelps, I think he may have heard the jumping towards catwalk. That's the only place he's considering as he spots the gun barrel. Shiz knows exactly where he is. It's a game of cat and mouse now as Phelps going to take the peek. The shot just misses from Shiz. And SK, first time they've strung 2 rounds together.
A great round from Phelps, a quad kill round, just kind of doing it himself. I mean, things got pretty scary there for a moment there for SK Gaming. They were starting to kind of crumble, but Phelps brings it through. And now Luminosity are forced to take a save finally after SK has been able to win those 2 rounds in a row, as you said. Money's still a bit low for SK, though. Both these rounds they've won has come down to 1v1 situations. So they haven't really pulled up that much cash, but unfortunately for Luminosity, they can't handle force buying anymore to try to punish that economy situation SK is in. They have to sit back here for a second. We are going to see Fallen finally with an AWP on T side. He hasn't really had that at all throughout this game. He's going to take it over towards the A side of the map. Kind of letting Fur be the one to play around at B apartments this time around.
Just the Tech 9 playing around Biapsy will. Well, Cold gonna deal with Showtime towards Catwalk, who's been so deadly with his eagle there. Phelps, here's the gun drop, and Cold's actually gonna find a second one there. So SK, this mid control is hard to contest, especially when you don't have much to work with. No armor, just pistols. Taco, in the meantime, finds Destiny. PKL's playing by stairs, 23 HP, just a USP. Just gonna spot him and take care of him. So SK within 1 round now.
So now they've gotten 3 in a row. They're 1 round away from tying this up already. So the breathing room that Luminosity had to work with in this half is slowly fading away now, thanks to SK's efforts here in the last few rounds. They're starting to get a little bit of money going. They won that round very clean, so that means they can save up a lot of money. Didn't lose a single player in that round, actually. So that's well done. Luminosity back onto a buy, but it's limited. They don't have an AWP. Utility not there. No one has a kit. So, I mean, retaking going to be almost impossible now because there's just no kits in play. It's going to be purely reliant on fragging. Yell off to a great start, getting aggressive in middle here and finding that pick onto Fur. Fur's been such a nuisance for them, so getting him down early is definitely big news.
Phelps finds a refrag as he gets up halfway through Catwalk, and just as the smoke dissipates, he's going to be able to find PKL. Phelps is heavily tagged down to 12 for that engagement. As Cold's just going to play from chair, trying to bait out Showtime. Yell. That's another frag for him this round. That's 2. He almost gets caught falling off. The spam just not on point. Destiny gonna try to reface Cold. Give it another chance instead. Showtime. That's a second for the round. It leaves it all on Fallen. Bomb is down top mid. A minute for Fallen to work with. And LG are immediately just going to push top mid. Swarm the bomb like bees to the hive. And Fallen, the exterminator, but not in this case. Yell's going to shut him down. The Revenge of the Bees. Better than the B movie. 3 kills for Yell.
Luminosity finally fighting back after losing a few in a row. Really well handled that time over in middle. Particularly Yell getting aggressive. Being able to get that opening pick on Fur was huge. Okay, though, because they won their previous round flawlessly, still do have the money to buy up in this round, and Fallen will get the AWP again. He's been a little bit quiet this game, though. To be fair, a lot of the time he's been spent just playing kind of support and playing in the B apartment, so he hasn't really been the focus of a lot of rounds, which is kind of his new role on this map now that Phelps and Fur like such a focus on controlling middle and connector. This time they will actually both play from top. They have Cold doubling up over on the A side of the map.
Yell's shot just missed by like a pixel. Barely missed that player top mid, and he wants to re-aggress. It's behind the smoke, and Fallen's going to be the first to push up and challenges. That smoke worked beautifully for Yell. A small gap in it. I imagine SK will review that and fix that in the future, but it works out for Yell now. Ooh, as Phelps even gets spotted. That shot was another close one. As SK, they gain mid control, but it comes at a cost.
Definitely. Yell doing good to kind of chase Phelps off from getting window room control. Something Phelps likes to do, just get boosted up there. Cause a lot of havoc, but he's been forced out by the presence of Yell's AWP. Taco, though, on the other side of the map actually gets aggressive at Palace and picks up a kill, but Destiny and Sandwich quick to trade it right back. Cold seeing if he can fight for it. He does, so the trading game is actually working out really well for SK because now they have full A control and Phelps is cutting off middle. Found Showtime, so really well done. SK have a lot of control in this round now.
Comes down to Yell, and how can he deny them crossing and getting to site safely? Looks like the call is going to be pushed up towards triple, while Shiz pushes connector. Another missed shot from Yell makes it equally more difficult, as it'll be left in the open to fall. SK will pick up number 6 for themselves on the T side. LG, it's been a while since they haven't had money, but they typically have a bit more money than this. Last time they went for an eco, it was pistols, at least upgraded. So now they're in a rougher spot than previously.
Great work by SK on trading into the A bomb site, like Cold and Taco's trades in A, really got them control outside the map. And despite the fact that Phelps got denied in window, he was able to hang around and still find a way to have an impact, like cutting off rotates, coming up connector, clearing players out. Just finding a way to adapt when he gets denied his initial play and just kind of, letting things unfold and finding other ways to get into it. And now we have basically a full save from Luminosity, some upgraded pistol, sure, but mostly 250s and no armor, nothing like that. And already they are being picked apart across the map here. Fur has already found 2 frags. This round's probably quickly going to go in SK's hands to make it 7-all.
Looks like Phelps wants to find Shiz. He did damage to him early as Shiz just transitions to back van. It might catch Phelps off guard, but one bullet shot towards Shiz's direction. He punch doesn't come too much. He gets a dink. Can't find the second shot from the CZ. So 7-all. And SK starts to step up on their T side. Final round on round 15, and LG will go for a buy here. And it's utility's there, but it's not so superb in the fire department.
No, definitely not. Also, no kits involved again. So again, that makes it a little bit more difficult than retakes. You don't have as much time to work things out. We're going to see a lot of aggression middle again, but that flick from Fallen on the Yell as he was jumping up on the railing was quite nice, but good trade from Showtime to at least not let things get out of hand, to kind of maintain presence in middle. Not let SK walk away with a huge advantage. It's still a slight advantage, though.
Oh, if Fur's not careful, PKL can swing this with his UMP. That's certainly a kill for him. Fur's going to hold for the peak, but just as he turns his back, PKL will strike. Lovely timing in that regard. Man advantage LG. Phelps is going to show some pressure more with the molly towards mid and just fall back, pick up the bomb, meet up with Cold and company as they look to march out towards the A site. There's one player playing, I believe that's Ninja or Firebox from Destiny. That's Firebox, so he's going to be sitting there and waiting. While LG have numbers on the site, they haven't over-rotated, they haven't pushed for any info. They feel pretty comfortable waiting for SK to come out here.
It's really difficult for SK to break in now. They're at man disadvantage. Good spots being held by LG. I don't know if Destiny got spotted or not when he peeked out like that. Don't think he did. But yeah, this is going to be really hard for SK to crack this open.
SKs have mollies. PKL shows face. Molly under Balk. They haven't mollied Firebox. It's on Phelps to clear it while he pushes into sight, but his teammate does the distraction roll. Destiny gets one. That might be enough. Cold just misses. Good thing Taco's there to shut it out. As Shiz is holding for the cross, but he only has a UMP. So SK bringing it to a 2v2. 20 seconds for that bomb to go down. Showtime catches him while he crosses. It's all on Cold. 18 seconds. 1v1. Showtime gonna challenge from stairs. Cold just misses that shot towards the head of Showtime. And look at this heads-up play to walk up. Misses another one onto the Glock, but it won't be enough. Showtime will lock it down. LG with the numbers will come out on top. So an 8-7 half. If we look at the scoreboard, I mean, Showtime and Yell, they're just, this is a workout. They're getting jacked.
Yeah, they did a lot of work. I mean, Showtime had the really big Deagle round, got them around early and kind of that scrappy start to things. Yell, just played really well throughout the half. I mean, really not bad from Luminosity. I mean, they had a great start to the half. Like, they kind of finally won that economic struggle at the beginning of the game, and they streaked together 4 rounds. So they got a really good start. At one point, they're up 6-2. So definitely well played there. But there was that good little streak coming from SK, right? I mean, they won 5 out of the last 7 rounds of the half to actually take the lead for a bit there until that very last round where Luminosity finally got back in there.
Speaking of getting in there, your name can get in for the giveaway. Good old giveaway from Subaru. I've said it before, and I'm going to say it again. Get in for the chance to get this amazing PC bundle valued over $2,000, plus a bunch of mouse pads to be given away, just in case you don't win the grand prize. You'll see a link on screen, as well as a banner below to click on, as we're going to go into the fifth round shortly between SK and Luminosity. They swap sides, and we'll see Fall and pick up utility as normal. PKL will be the same on the T side.
D, that is going to be the case here. So we are going to see a lot of action at middle very early on, and so far it's an even exchange. Team walking away with a frag, but it is mid-control denied to Luminosity off the bat. Now Taco makes it even more difficult as he is actually push in aggressively on B apartments and takes down Yell.
Health from Cold Zera. Just waiting for someone coming around top mid. That's going to be Showtime to face first. Shiz is here with him. Cold not feeling the pressure to fall back. He has help from Phelps. Cold's going to repeat this. A little shaky in the shots, but he will clean it up in the end as LG. They gain a little traction early with the trades top mid from Shiz. But other than that, SK will clean it up and pick up the pistol.
So SK immediately tying things up thanks to just some good fights won over in middle and B apartments to just shut Luminosity down. They will go ahead and reap the benefits of that, picking up some UMPs and M4 on Taco. Got the XM even out on Fur. Fur was always known as a guy who would just get crazy with an MP9 pushing A ramp in Palace, but he will choose the auto shotgun this time. He's going to get up close on A main with it and actually just gets bodied. That's basically what happened there. Phelps trying to see if he can't still hold position over here on the A side of the map, using smokes and that UMP to kind of chase them down. Has to worry about getting pushed from Palace, but he does have Fallen support now.
Fur even fooned his way towards A ramp. 3 B hops in a row, only to get 1 deeged. Worst feeling in the world. It really is. You're moving to 100 miles per hour. Next thing you know, well, you hit the floor. So minute 15 on the clock. The bomb is towards A site for LG, while they leave Showtime to deal some damage towards B. Keep one of those players at least honest and towards the B site. While Phelps' angle, he switched it up. He's going to be playing a little bit of an off angle towards balcony. Wait for this Palace player. And it's going to work out beautifully. Yell will walk right into his crosshairs. Destiny will catch Fallen back towards CT. Damage dealt while Phelps, he needs some help. That flash is going to buy him some time as he's going to reface. But they're underneath them. The shotgun's starting to ring out. The auto looking for the frag, jumping around. But Phelps is able to hang on as this round turns into a little bit of a joke.
It was actually funny because Phelps was thinking about going down that ladder. Then he heard the shotgun. He didn't want no part of that anymore. He's like, no, I'm just going to stay up here. I'll take the risk I might get pushed Palace. And kind of put my back to it, but I don't want any part of that auto shotgun down there. It just kind of hangs up top. And against Fallen, class act when it comes to scouting. Does a lot of damage there. And SK clean up, and that shotgun will get passed back over to Fur. We'll be able to put it to use again as SK have the lead back now. And they have Luminosity on essentially a full save. It's just 1 P250 in play. They're going to do some run boosting.
A double?
Fallen going to get to go skeet shooting.
That's a double run boost. One fails, the other succeeds.
Yeah, that run boost did not work out well at all, actually. No one really got what they wanted out of that, and SK still just mop up middle regardless. Trying to get a little tricky to avoid Fallen Scout, but he still winds up getting 2 kills on the round.
Ingenuity. Now we're going to see that used for the next month. Just Glock's double run boost. I love it. So the op comes out from Fallen. He'll get the upgrade. 1 UMP, and the auto is still going to be in the hands of Fur. LG, well, the AKs will be in play, and it looks like they're just going to spread out across the map. Throw the top mid smoke as normal to keep presence.
Ooh,
The
Fallen
deep
had
volley
such a good
from
spawn to
SK.
push Palace, and so that means Phelps will cover middle, and Fallen will take this duel in Palace. He loses it, though. Great kill from Shiz. It's a big opener.
They call him the can opener.
Do they, though?
No, as Yelp will take him down, and it looks like it's going to go all LG's way. So with Fallen falling early, it gave an opening to LG to just pull either way into the A site. They knew the numbers were low. They split it up. They go out A ramp, and it leaves it all in cold. He's sitting mid window, wondering what happened with his UMP. Probably going to try to play for an exit, says LG will pick up the op. So LG, I mean, they come firing back as soon as they get rifles.
Yeah, just a big catch to take Fallen out. Again, Fallen a very mobile opper on the CT side. And so he had a great spawn to push Palace as well, and he timed it just right. Got the hops he wanted, but Shiz just hits a nice headshot on him. And then things just kind of crumble from that point forward, because now Fur is trying to make a play with an auto shotgun to try to even the odds, and he gets stuck in an awkward space. And yeah, everything just kind of crumbled at that point. They will go ahead and work towards tying this thing up as quickly as they can. They have it 9-10 now. Cold just holding on to the UMP. Does upgrade to the M4. A lot of money as well on SK to buy up, so I mean, the economy not really a problem yet for them.
It's actually kind of cool that Cold, good communication room to go get that M4. It allows him to have an M4 over just a lonely UMP, so they'll get all M4s in and out. Critical.
I think you get the op back in the Fallen Sands as well, and he will actually take it this time over to B Apartments. So this means Taco will be the one to make the adjustment over to the A side to kind of fill his space. The LG just going for typical mid control stuff here, nothing too special. Playing their default, as you would expect. Again, team that really likes to play slower defaults.
Switching up where he's going. This time he'll deal with Showtime, who likes that B pressure. So Fallen switching it up, gets the opener. PKL feels pressure as he pushes out from underpass. Cold Zero is going to be playing towards ladder room. He's thinking about peeking towards under window. Instead, he's just going to hold for now. Good flash over from SK. They wanted to go for an aggressive peek, but with a man advantage, they'll elect not to. Cold will get smoked out. And it looks like Fur is ready to contest this in connector.
Yeah, there's a lot of focus on middle here from SK between Cold, Fallen, and Fur. Fur actually gets cleared out, though. Just give Fallen just a glimmer there, and he's able to find the kill. And now SK begin to pounce. It's only Yell left. Again, a lot of focus by SK on middle, and they've controlled it well.
I think my house is burning down, Dust.
Is it really?
The fire alarm's going off. Nah, my parents, they burnt dinner.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
that sucks
No,
for you, man.
My mom's a good cook. My dad likes to burn things. I'll go deal with that. Yeah.
All good. As Yell, there's not much hope for him in this round, as SK will hold off the tie and move up to an 11-9 lead. Yell will just hope that he can carry this AWP over to the next round. Might get caught from Catwalk. Does just happen to hop back over towards T-spawn, and quick enough to not get caught by that. Clock will drain down, and so we will go into round 21 with SK at a 2-round lead, as of course they did win the first map pretty dominant fashion. I think it was 16-9 on cash, if I'm not mistaken. So they'll be well on their way to the semifinals tomorrow, and just a few rounds here if things hold up like this. Showtime lining up a smoke here from T-spawn over towards middle, and it looks like they do want to work the quick mid control again. Are you okay?
I'm back in the hot seat, literally. Yeah, we're good. I don't know what happened. I just had to pull the fire alarms out. They're well placed on the ceiling to code. So I actually had to do some physical activity. We're okay, though. 11-9 SK, I'm back in it. And we're back and rolling. As SK get the opener. As LG, I think they settle back into their default. And again, this is twice in a row where they've done their default and got picked for it.
Yeah, that time it was the good awareness by Fallen to watch smoke on A-ramp. Actually catches the pick there onto Yell. So duel won by Fallen. Spoke on window room, so Luminosity using that to try to work their way up the catwalk here, try to establish some mid-control, maybe even look to just split B, it seems like, because that bomb's tucked into B apartment, so they want to do a fast B split. Taco's still going to be here on top of the bin. He's been spotted, he's been dealt with. So despite the fact that SK had a minute advantage, now they're in a huge problem area.
Phelps getting ready to go through door while Cold will strike towards catwalk. Cold actually gets 2 in the bomb. PKL may take down Phelps, so that's info. They know where these players are. Shiz going to hold for Cold Zero to repeat this. I think Cold just has no intention of doing so. Just going to hold in this corner. Tag down to 15. Flashbang out. Shiz has to look away. Instead, he gets full blind. The bomb's just within reach, but he has to deal now with Fur back sight and the other player coming out market. Instead, Cold will end the round with a 4K. Good round for him to push behind that.
Yeah, that was just a big individual effort from Cold. I mean, it looked kind of bad there for a second because Luminosity was able to get that pick on the Taco and the B-bomb site, and they had a great push-up cat. But Cold kind of gets behind them there and just makes a big play. Gets 4 kills out of that round, actually, and this is kind of the saving force of SK. Bails them out of a very difficult spot and forces Luminosity to save once more with just some P250s and that 1 deagle on Yell. So SK are really getting control of this game now. They've only given up 1 round this half. The nade stacked Destiny somehow survives it. But Yell is already out as he's trying to come out of Palace.
Ooh, Fur gets gushed, but is able to deal with PKL. As Luminosity just get picked apart across the map. Shiz tries his best, but fortunately with just a pistol, no armor, the bullets will just shred right through him, leaving Showtime at a 1v5. Phelps has 3. Cold gets the flick up. He was holding for that just with a headshot angle there on ramp. Instead, Showtime shows his feet and the flick up. 13-9 LG. We'll get a buy now, and I guess I wonder if they're going to settle back into this default and run the risk of getting picked by this double op, or if they're going to go into more of an execution, because we haven't really seen an execution off the cusp right at the beginning of the round yet from LG.
They don't really have the utility. I mean, I guess that's the biggest thing. It's like they have to either commit to just playing default, or they have to just go for an execute right off the bat, because they don't really have the utility to do both and like get mid control and then have utility later for an execute. It looks like they are going to try to get a little bit heavy-handed over here towards B apartments. They have 1 player lurking middle. Everyone else is B. Yell actually beat that incendiary, and that could get a little bit scary for Fallen. He does miss a shot. Just re-peeks it, though. So aggressive. Doesn't care. Going to push that smoke as well. Just unbelievable aggression from Fallen. It does not pay off, however. Shiz does equalize. So that's a big catch by Shiz to keep his team in the round. If he loses that fight, it gets a little bit overwhelming. So, well done.
Crazy. Fallen just going off. He's feeling extremely confident. And no one's rotated from SK to B. I mean, they have Cold holding from Bricks. And he's actually able to pick up 2. Looking for the 3rd. Destiny missing some shots, but so is Cold. It's Phelps, so it's going to get challenged. The bomb's about to go down. Destiny has to find a safe space to plant it. And Phelps is actually just going to push in the site, so no chance for Destiny to plant safely yet. PKL has to make a play for his teammate's safety. Looks like Phelps is going to wide swing. These players are just taking duels all over the place. PKL now in a 1v2. Damage is dealt to both of these players, 22 and 8 respectively, as there's 30 seconds. And Furge is going to rotate back, make the jump into window, and meet up in market. The bomb is down catwalk side, and PKL, this might be the play to push into market. Catch these players off guard. 20 seconds, he gets the first. He has a good idea of the seconds there, but not in the exact same spot. SK get 14.
The double op setup of Cold and Fallen is one of the most powerful in the game. Maybe only second to like Shocks and Kenny S. Definitely going to be up there. Obviously, FaZe can run a pretty proper double op setup as well. But definitely, the crazy thing about it was both AWPs were playing at B. Right? Normally, once a double op, you see kind of Cold there playing off catwalk, and Fallen's probably somewhere over towards the A side of the map. But this time, he actually goes B apartments. Only finds 1 kill, but the thing is, I don't think they were expecting that second AWP to be there from Cold, and he gets a couple of nice kills on the window, jump out, and now you're in a deco round for Luminosity, and they're just getting picked apart by these deagles, or excuse me, these AWPs. I was saying that Yell gets a deagle pick, but quickly silenced, and this is map and series point now, right around the corner for SK Gaming.
I don't know what that copy pasta is, but I like it. We all know the face, but hey, we'll run with it. This PKL's in a 1v4. Taco's playing catwalk. Bomb is down top mid, so it's a rough spot for PKL to be in. As these ops continue to have a ton of pressure. Taco gets spotted and dealt with from PKL, down to 30. Cold's going to rotate immediately towards catwalk, spots him crossing in sight. And it looks like Cold is just going to try to hunt him down with his USP. The call comes through that he's tagged, 30 HP. And Fallen will finish it off. So a 3K for Fallen to that round. SK, match the series point as you mentioned, 15-9. LG will be a strong buy to try to force the OT here, though. They have a long way to go, but at least they have a strong buy and possibly the last round.
First map ended 16-9, and this one might as well. Luminosity can muster something up here. They do have a really good buy here. I mean, they have basically everything except for an AWP, so plenty of utility. Work whatever it is they want. The aggression middle, though, coming out as we do see Phelps just running all the way up top middle with the M4, getting some utility support from his teammates, but Fallen's actually now smoked off from helping him any longer with that AWP. Hold, though, does have his back from connector to a degree. Oh, misses the shot, though, the trade.
Get caught, too. Yeah, PKL's going to shut him down. So that's so much trust Phelps has in his teammate. As soon as that smoke blooms, he's getting pushed from top mid as well as underpass. He has to pick which way to look. He chooses top mid and gets shot from underpass. So 2 clean kills from LG. And look at this counter push coming in. A play had to be made. And Taco's going to push out B. He just slips by PKL as well. Although the bomb is bottom mid, so there's not too much damage Taco can do. But he will find Showtime, so a free frag. And he's going to hold off on killing him, possibly looking for a second. But I think, is he going to go for the knife? Taco. Taco.
Yep.
Well, there you go. That's one way to add a kill to your stat track.
A little extra money. Their money is actually kind of low, so that actually does help them out a little bit when it comes to buying. Always try to find ways to make it not seem BM.
You know Showtime's yelling at
look
his
at the optimism. Yeah, I mean, you got to look for the optimism in rounds like that.
Yell gonna find Fallen. So a knife may go the way of SK, but the round looking like it's gonna shape up to be LG's as Taco walks back towards B where he came from, checks the wrong corner, and PKL will punish him. So PKL will get revenge for letting him slip by and knife his teammate. It's all on Fern. He's already tagged down to 8, tries to run away, but Shiz the lurk on A site finds it. 15-10. It's not over yet. SK's money. I mean, it's gonna be there. It's gonna be there.
Yeah, that round really all came down to that initial mid skirmish. I mean, you had Phelps pushing up. He had support from Fallen originally with the AWP, and then even Cold from Connector later. But none of those were able to really pop off for him. He gets killed. Cold misses his AWP shot to trade, and he gets chased down by underpass. So it was instantly a 5-on-3 for Luminosity, and they were really just able to have a massive advantage in play from that, going all the way forward to just win the round. So that was really the biggest duel of the game, and Luminosity came way out in front in it. We do have another initial trade going on in this round. Quick 4-on-4.
Phelps can't get out. I'm going to try to get back in connector. Cool Jared's going to try to find the refrag. Spots Destiny, but he's in a rough spot, just sitting here hoping Destiny repeats the exact same corner where he initially saw him. He spots the head boxes, absorb most of that damage. Taco's going to swing, gets the dink, but Yell quick enough to find that frag. So 2 LG members heavily tagged. SK, Fallen and Cold, yet to take a scratch. But it looks like LG is just going to run right towards B site. Showtime's been lurking here, hasn't heard anything. And he's just going to push in, and Cold's not ready for him to be this far out. So Showtime, being ahead of his teammates, works out beautifully there, leaving it all on Fallen with no armor in a 1v3.
Yeah, no kit either. So there's really nothing he can do in this round other than maybe just look to save this AK, maybe find something else. Misses his hop. So it is Luminosity hanging around. Again, they've done well to win out these mid battles, like coming out ahead in a lot of these exchanges, and that's really helped them along. Oh, Fallen has been spotted there by Yell.
Might be able to get Yell's op if Yell exits this way. Nah, Yell's outie.
Yeah, not with low HP. He wants no part in that. We'll all escape safely out through market. So Luminosity do find the 11th round. So again, they are staying alive for now. They still need to win 4 more to force an overtime just to have a chance at forcing a 3rd map in the series. Obviously, if you're just joining us, SK won that first map pretty dominant fashion. This one's been a little bit of a tighter race thanks to these last few rounds.
And now with SK's economy being on rocky grounds, it's definitely doable. I mean, 4 rounds, you push OT. LG going to stick with the op-out on Yell. And SK, who are contesting mid heavily, it looks like those duels are starting to go LG's way now. Although it's been a few rounds where SK haven't had the best of buys, but it's still LG finding the frags required.
Very true, but Fallen has that 1 AK, and he's just putting it to work. Finds the first 2 kills at middle, not messing around. PKL looking to hunt for him from underpass. He will get behind, takes out Cold Zera, but Fallen's still going off, and he gets an AWP as well. Thank God Showtime finally put him down because he was just wreaking havoc, but it may not matter because he's all alone against 3. This is for the series.
Has time to work with. Phelps is the only one with armor, and of course he's the one with the AK. And he's number 6 under, or he's number 7, excuse me, under minimap. So he's playing towards connector. Taco's gonna be alone towards van. So Showtime has to find a crack. He has to find some kind of single one-on-one engagements. He has to find these SK members apart and just pick them apart as he's slowly gonna work underpass. 50 seconds, and it looks like Fur's just shoulder peeking this with his knife out and underpass at the same time. So that's a good play for a P250 player to be making. Don't know if he spotted Showtime. He didn't, but he certainly does now. Gets smoked towards jungle. Showtime again. He has time. I mean, time's in his name and there's time on the clock, but it's dwindling down to 30. And he has to try to find something to go his way. But SK aren't showing face. This is a good tip for teams upcoming. No reason to peek or push for any kind of aggression in this situation. Showtime gets spotted again. Has to find this engagement with Taco. 17 seconds. He's going to push the player back bench. By the time he does this, there's SK members all over the place. And SK will take the series 2-0. Although Mirage